First of all, drama follows me everywhere I go.
Hey guys, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back again with Rich Lux in the house, you guys. You guys asked for a part 2.
I didn't think anyone cared.
Girl.
I was like, we'll see. So
we love a humble queen, okay?
Shelby was like, you know what? They were asking. And I was like, oh, they were?
They were asking for part 2, girls. So we had to give it to them. We had to give the girls what they asked for. In this video, we want to talk about YouTube, about like getting monetized on YouTube, about like the algorithm, about scandals. We're going to talk about all that.
Girl.
We're going to dig into all that drama. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you keep on watching.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says...
So, Rich.
Oh my God, okay.
Tell us how you got started into the drama on YouTube. So, we know how you got into YouTube, but how did you get involved in the drama, like doing drama videos?
The way I got started in drama, so I was doing daily videos on YouTube, daily vlogs. And I was going to the mall to get my eyebrows waxed, and I would like just hold the camera, and I would just do like everyday stuff and just take the camera with me. But nobody would watch, nobody cared. But I enjoyed doing it because I worked a job that had no creative outlet. It was a dead-end job. Like I was broke the house, and like I basically like came from nothing. And I just had this creative like little spirit, and the only thing I can do to express it was YouTube. And so I would just like do stuff like that, like going to the mall, get eyebrows waxed, stuff like that. Just driving around, showing off my little car, my little busted hoopty I had.
Yeah.
And then like one day, I did a drama video, and it got a whole bunch of views and a whole bunch of comments.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that? Do you remember the amount?
Oh, let me see. Oh my God. Okay, I think what happened, I remember Dustin Dailey said, hey, because he would always watch my channel, I would watch his channel, and he said, hey, you should do a drama story about this. And I forgot what it was, but I know enough to say this. I got a lot of views and comments that I got scared and I deleted the video. You know?
No,
like that's everything. Because
really?
I wasn't used to that. Like imagine posting videos every day and then no one watches, and all of a sudden, boom, comments the house.
Yeah.
And it was like, how dare you talk about so-and-so.
No.
You don't even know her. And I was like, oh my God. And I thought I was gonna get sued and I all that stuff like that.
Oh my God.
I got so scared. And what happened was, I watched the same video everyone else did about this certain YouTuber, and when I made the video, it was just calling out certain things I found that were just kind of suspect. And I found that some people were like, you know what, you're right, I thought the same thing. Because not that many people were doing drama back then.
Right.
Now, it's like almost saturated with drama.
Saturated, yeah.
But back then, it was like, there wasn't that many people doing it. And so it was like fun. And it still is fun, but there's a lot more, like a lot of people are doing it.
Yeah.
So you really have to like stand out. So that's how I got the triangles, because I was like, there's a million people who spill the tea on the internet, but no one like really wore makeup and spilled the tea.
No one had like a little like a character.
Yeah, and so I was like, let me like create a character. So the makeup progression was like a trial and error. Like I had red dots all over my face one day, and this triangle started very small, and then it just got bigger, and I wanted to do it to stand out. And also, like, I like the Spanish clowns back in like Mexico City, so like that. So I just kind of like incorporated that, and just put my style. I'm very much into like black and white and like Harajuku style, like looking like a doll. So it's kind of just came together. Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys, that's like insider tea. We just found out how the triangles came about and how Rich Lux was born.
I wanted to set myself apart, but then still like reflect like a little piece of me.
So I have a question. So now that you've been doing this for however many years, now if you were to post a video, do you regret taking that video down? Like, would you, like looking back, do you think you should have? Do you think you... Yes,
because I didn't say the word allegedly and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And but I don't really regret a lot, because like when someone asks me like, give me some advice, like I sometimes just say no. See? Oh, more receipts. Hold on, guys. Let me see.
Receipts coming in, honey.
I got more receipts. But sometimes I just say no, because it's important for people to walk through the flame, walk through the fire, so them to know. Like many times, like your mom would say, don't touch the stove, it's hot. People still touch the stove. They don't want to know for themselves. So sometimes people ask for advice and let me take it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important for people to walk through that flame and get burned or make the mistake so they can learn for themselves. But I do, not to say I don't always say no. I do tell people sometimes, but sometimes it's important for them to learn.
Exactly.
You know, because you'll learn it more when you go through that fire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You learn when going through the tough times. You learn and you grow. You know. So so advice for like smaller creators, like how like what are like some pieces of advice that you have for small creators about getting picked up in the algorithm, about just like making your videos stand out, like all of that.
Yeah. First advice, which so many people fall victim for, is they do it for the wrong reasons. Like I do it as a creative outlet. And I do it because I enjoy it. Like I love it, right? I joke, I can't get a day off to save my life. I can take a day off if I wanted to, but I enjoy it so much that I love doing it. And it wasn't for YouTube. I want to cry. YouTube's like the only thing that ever like worked out for me, like in my life. Like all the jobs I got fired from, like I never did a great job. Like YouTube's like the only thing that worked out for me. So I love that. But just do it because you want to do it. Talk about like a niche or a subject because you like talking about it. Don't just do the drama because it's popular at that time. Do it because you have a gift of gab or you have a big mouth, big loud mouth. And then when you have that, then you parlay it into like, well, everyone has a big loud mouth. How can I make it like a different? And you know, maybe be like a girl who wears a big loud mouth keychain and like the background is all about loud mouth and opinion or something like that. You know, like kind of, I always just kind of put a character twist to it.
Right.
Like make it into like a sellable product. Like there's marketing too.
There is marketing in it, and this guy's like a marketing.
And let me tell you why. It's marketing because you want brands and sponsors to look at you and be like, oh, that person's bankable.
Exactly, exactly. And I will be completely honest with you. I'm still trying to like, I'm a small channel. I'm still trying to like figure out what is like marketable for myself. And I just like, I feed off this guy and like what he's doing. And like, there's so much like, I learn from him every day. I learn from him every day that we hang out. I just watching his work ethic, watching him move and just how he works and stuff. I learn from him. And I'm truly like, I just absorb the energy, right? And I'm like, how can I use this to like,
to make make it for you?
Yeah,
exactly.
Because this is like an incredible opportunity to be just call you
my
my friend,
that.
right?
I appreciate that.
You know, so what advice do you have about like thumbnails getting picked up in the algorithm?
Okay, so that
like
part,
titles.
that part's like really hard, and I say that because like if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, and I say that all the time. I say that so much. Like if YouTube was easy, everybody would be doing it, but you got to put in that work and that time and sacrifice to grow your channel, right? So you have to make that commitment. Me personally, it's just posting, right? So don't post a video once a month and then be like, why don't I get no views, girl? YouTube don't like me. No, like you have to put yourself in there. So, you know, when I went, there was a class I got invited to by YouTube. They stopped doing it because of the whole Corona stuff like that. But what I learned from that class was you have to have a niche within a niche. And specifically from the class I took away, if you enjoy underwater scuba diving, don't make your channel just underwater scuba diving with so-and-so. Make it a niche. So it's like specifically underwater scuba diving for buried treasure. So that's a niche. So people know that if I want to look for buried treasure, scuba diving, I go to this person. So if you want to come to like hot gossip news, you know, you come here because you like gossip, but specifically beauty community. You know what I'm saying? That was a niche within a niche because there's gossip is a big category within what's the niche of it.
Exactly.
You know?
And tell me more about what you were telling me when we were eating dinner about how, like, when you're posting videos about a certain thing. And
let me see. If I post like a Jeffree Star drama video, it's gonna get views. I think because the YouTube algorithm knows that's what I always been posting, so they just kind of recommend that to people. But if I were to post like, I don't know, a Dior haul, YouTube won't recommend that video so much. So, but it kind of opens me up to a community of people who do like that stuff. So if I'm getting a whole bunch of views and I post something no one really into, then the next couple of videos kind of don't perform as well. But I say that, but then the algorithm is always changing too.
Right.
It is. And so it's kind of, that's why I say don't try to crack the code or anything like that. Just do what you love, but like do it strategically too, you know? So ways to be strategic are just like the thumbnails, like everyone does this, like,
like that.
You know,
I hate this, or
they look
this palette sucks.
Yeah, and they look all shocked. And it's like, that's been before, not that many people were doing it, and now everyone does it. It's a way to get people to click. But most importantly, you have to think, would I click on that video?
Exactly.
That's how you would kind of gauge if people would click it. Because you actually, like, you ever made a video and you're like, are people gonna watch this?
Yes.
Ask yourself,
Often.
would I watch this? And the
Exactly.
answer is no, then probably not. But that's why I always say, like, keep it to what you like. And if what you like and love is knitting, there's a community for knitting on
There's a community
YouTube.
for
I don't
everything
know
on
if you'll get
YouTube.
1 million views knitting.
But there's a community for you. I
There's
think
a
the cool
community
thing
for
about
you.
YouTube is that there's space for everybody. Not everyone's going to have 15 million subscribers.
Yeah.
And not everybody's even going to make money. Let's just be realistic. But there's a community for you.
Yeah, there's definitely a community for you. But if you're a person who loves knitting, cat sweaters, that's a category, you know, within a niche. But that's not going to get millions of views. I mean, you possibly could.
Yeah.
If it was a good cat, you know, but I just don't see it. But it could be possible. But that's why people do topics like mukbangs or whatever's trending so they can get the views. And so what happens is somebody does get the views and attention, but then they fall off because it's not their passion.
So I guess in a nutshell, just post videos about what you love, make them engaging.
Good luck,
Great
girl.
content. I know, right? Good thumbnails. Would you watch the video and just do what you love? And if, and if you're doing what you love, and everything should fall into place.
I think it sucks because everybody wants to be like viewed on YouTube. When people make a YouTube video, they want it to be seen.
For
They
sure.
want, you know, you ask a YouTuber, do you want your video to be seen? They're gonna say yes. No one's gonna say
Hello.
I'll post videos so no one watches.
Why would I spend the time posting a video knowing
Yeah, exactly.
to watch it?
But I guess what I'm trying to say is be true to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't go into a category that you're not interested in just for the views or the popularity.
Exactly.
Because if you do attain it, then you're gonna lose it because it's not real.
Exactly. And people are gonna be able to see through that for sure.
Yeah, I've been doing drama for a long time. I have seen YouTube channels come and go, and go. And so I just keep doing me. And that's another thing is when you do come into a category, is don't worry about what the next person is doing or this person. Just like focus on yourself. Because if you're worrying about this person, that person, then you're not worrying about yourself too.
For sure, for sure. Focus on you and what you're doing. And there's space for everybody, right? So just try not to get caught up in all
most
that.
importantly, grow a community.
Exactly.
Like you want to foster a positive community on your videos.
Yeah.
You know, you really do. That you have to, that way they can follow you if you go to Twitter or Instagram or TikTok. You know, you can do that.
Yeah, we love our little community here on
Oh my
the
God,
Shelby
yeah.
channel. You guys are so amazing. We love you so much. Okay, so let's talk about drama and scandal. Okay, so that is something that you're not a stranger to. A little wonky.
Okay.
So that is something that you're not a stranger to.
Oh no.
Scandal and gossip and drama surrounding yourself and maybe your people you're associated with. How do you handle that?
First of all, drama follows me everywhere I go. I have been in a room. I was in the room with a huge YouTuber. I'm not gonna say the name of the huge YouTuber. I was in a room with a huge YouTuber, and I walked in, and then major drama popped up, and they said, "I knew as soon as Rich Gus came, there's gonna be drama that popped up." And I was like, it follows me everywhere I go.
Oh Lord!
Right? I'll be driving. There's like a huge wreck. There's an ambulance. There's fires. It's like everywhere I go, it's just that, and I'm just like, huh. But maybe because I'm just kind of weird like that. Maybe because it's the energy.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? It just create drama and scandal and just like it's always coming. So
I need a scandal or two in my life, honey. So let's go. Bring it on. So how do you react or what is your thought process or whatever when maybe like one of your friends, we won't say any names, but any of your friends here in the community, because you have a few, get themselves into drama and maybe people are looking your way for like a comment or a statement on it. Like how do you handle that? Like how do you react?
Oh, okay. Well, see, it's hard because, ooh, that's a hard one. So sometimes, well, first of all, I don't need to defend anybody because people can defend themselves wholeheartedly, okay? Yeah. So like whether it be Jeffree Star or ShelbyE or Dustin or Nick or anybody like that, they can defend themselves, right? But I think because you're in drama community, people want you to respond. They want the drama, right? So whenever something happens to a drama channel, it's hyped up even more because they're a drama channel.
Right.
As opposed to when it happens to somebody in knitting community, nobody would really check for it.
Right.
You know, it's like, okay.
So when do you ever see stuff that's just like false and you're just like, oh my God, like I can't believe they're saying this. Like I need to respond. Do you ever get like that? And then you just
I type it out and I delete it. I type it out. You old dirty, you don't even know the T. And then
you don't even know so-and-so.
And I delete it because that would be a video.
Exactly.
You know, that one little like 1 minute, 2 minute statement could be a 10, 15 minute video for somebody, you know, and it's like, you know what? No. Because like, I just kind of feel like the people who know me or know them know their heart. Because if they didn't know them, they wouldn't be saying that about them in a way. That makes sense?
Exactly.
But I get that, but not everyone thinks the same. Sometimes you got to call people out to hold them accountable. Like, I totally understand that. But it is murky waters in the drama community because some people can turn on you very quickly. Like, throw you under the bus for a view.
I know, yeah.
Throw you under the bus for a subscriber. Like, I've seen it done to other channels so many times.
You see it all the time.
I'm just like, wow, but I don't hang out with them.
Exactly. It's like you have to be careful who you can trust.
Yeah, like the mattress community, the main one, the Beanie Baby community, the pillow community. Girl,
you're laughing, but
I'm telling you, there's so many. I mean, there was drama in the mukbang community last year. All you gotta do is eat noodles, and they're beefing and fighting with each other.
Mr. Kitty, get down
Oh, my
there,
cat.
dear.
As long as the cat doesn't scratch,
Okay.
I'm perfectly fine.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's drama everywhere. But I would just say, like, try to become like professional about it. And don't respond unless you want the drama.
Unless you want the drama.
Then do respond and do clap back and do all that stuff because you want that.
And do it.
That engagement and attention. Then do it.
Because you mentioned this earlier, nobody can cancel you but yourself.
I always have said that. On the internet, you know. And okay, I'm gonna go like a little like deep here for a second.
Please, we love it.
So okay, so back in like the times when people were in tribes, you know, like cavemen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When one person in the group would maybe make a huge mistake, the tribe would toss that person out of the tribe. Right? So that person would have to walk off by themselves into the snow, into the forest or whatever, jungle.
Fend for yourself.
Like, you're out of their tribe. You can't sit with us. And so that was a scary moment. Like, they have to fend for themselves, and then they'll have to start their own tribe. Oh, the cat. Oh my God. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they would have to start their own tribe or their own misfits out there. So I think when people get canceled online, they get scared, maybe because subconsciously we revert back to like that time when it's like, are people kicking me out of the tribe?
Wow.
Are people kicking me out of our little group here? So when people get canceled off YouTube, they freak out and they start to like get really scared because I'm like, wait, I'm getting kicked off of YouTube. No one likes me on YouTube. Oh my God.
No.
And so in reality, the only person who can cancel you is yourself. And the way you do that is you just stop filming.
Yeah.
Okay. You like stop doing all that. You stop like uploading videos.
You remove yourself.
You remove yourself. And that's how you cancel yourself. Because you just, at that point, I mean, look at like, I'm not going to say their name, but there's some YouTubers who are currently canceled and they're uploading. They're getting a whole bunch of dislikes, but they're still making money off of everything. Yep. They're still profiting.
Yep.
Still doing sponsorships.
Exactly.
So they're not canceled by any means.
They're still making.
They're just disliked by a large part of the community, but you can always win them back.
Exactly.
And people are very fickle. Like, what I learned about YouTube is they'll be in the comments, oh, I love you so much, I love you so much. And then they just, 1 minute, I'm tired of you.
You never know what you're going to get. You say one wrong thing and people start attacking in the comments.
And the pendulum swings. So 1 minute you're loved, and when people don't like you, then you're loved again. And people are, you know, there are like, it's like friends. You have friends that are like leaves and they fly away.
Right.
You have branches and you have roots and stuff like that. And not everyone who watches your video is going to stay with you all the time.
Exactly.
You know, and then, you know, I have a lot of subscribers that would watch me religiously and they get pregnant. So they're being a mommy or a daddy. And then they come back 9-10 months later and like, oh my God.
Mr. Kitty, no.
The cat knocked the Dior over trying to find out what's inside. That's my kind of cat.
Luxury cat.
But yeah, I hope that makes sense. Like, I hope
it
that's
does.
Get it right.
It does. It makes a whole lot of sense. So,
but yeah. When I first got canceled, I've been canceled once. I mean, so many times, like, I was like really scared. I was like, had a severe anxiety. I couldn't like sleep. I had a headache, and it was really bad. But then, like, I still had to keep everything together. And the second time you got canceled, it's like a lot more easier.
Right.
And you know how to respond.
Yeah.
And there is no correct way to do it.
Right.
Until you're in it. Like, when people watch like apology videos, it's like, well, she didn't apologize for this. But then when you're in it, it's a totally different story.
Yeah. It's like, how are you supposed to, you're sitting there, there's so much pressure, there's so much everything, and you just want to, like, a lot of times you want to do the right thing or whatever, so you want to say the right thing, and then when you want to say the right thing, oftentimes we as people say the wrong thing because we want to say the right thing, and we just get in our heads. And so I think one thing that I'm starting to realize right now on YouTube in general and about all of this is that I've decided to take an objective standpoint on a lot of things and just kind of look at things objectively.
Well,
so I can.
That's good because then what happens like 3 years from now? Well, you defended so and so. Exactly. And look at them now; they're pedo the house. Exactly. So it's just better to just like deliver the news and then see it both ways, like Chanel. Like I always say, see it both ways, like Chanel, and then like say what everyone wants you to say. Not wants you to say, but say like what the general consensus. That's why I ask on
Right.
Twitter, what do you guys think about this? I will
Yeah.
say it on my video, and I'll read the comments, so I get to know what generally people think about it. And it's like, okay, this is what the general people think, this is what I think, and then you kind of find like the opposition, like you take the devil's advocate, and then be like, well, then what do you guys think now in the comments? Because you don't want to make a video where you're like, this is it, this is the only way to think, because that's like the wrong way to do life.
Exactly. And
You know?
and then also like,
But people
at least
come for your opinion.
they will.
Yeah.
They will come for your opinion. People come for my opinions all the time.
And on the internet, it's like you can't have an opinion.
No, you
like,
can't.
Yeah.
There's no dislike right there, as you always say.
Yeah, there's no dislike right there, girl. But it's almost human behavior too.
Yeah.
Like there is no right or wrong way to do it. You know.
I think that like for me, what I was doing, and like if you are another small drama channel or whatever watching this, like I would get on my like little soapboxes about stuff and just get super passionate about things. And I'm boycotting Jeffree Star Cosmetics, or I'm boycotting Trisha Paytas, I'm boycotting James Charles, I'm boycotting all these people, right? And then I won't want to watch their content, I won't want to do this, but then how can I make my videos to keep you guys informed on the news if I'm taking such a huge stance on stuff? I have to take my emotions out of it and look at things objectively, give you guys the you know, alleged facts or whatever, you know, on whatever sides of the story that they are, and let you guys form your own opinions. And I think that's like something I've learned pretty recently to do, and just watch the content so you can inform people of the news. Don't get too invested.
You know, it's almost like a beauty YouTuber who does reviews,
right?
And they're reviewing a makeup line, and then that CEO is so problematic, and they're like, well, I'm never gonna review that person's makeup again. Well, then you're cutting out that revenue stream or view stream of people who just want to watch the review of does that palette work or not.
Exactly.
So what you can do is like, you can say, well, this video is about, let me see, this palette right here, but it's not about the people or the brand, it's about this palette. Let's keep it about the palette, not like all the other drama scandals that the brand.
And not about that.
Keep it about the makeup, you know? The drama is so intense within beauty is because maybe there is just a lot of women. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of men. I don't know.
Well, you know, women are very, very critical of each other.
And then you got the gays, and you got the gays.
Yeah, it's just a very competitive
and then
space.
It's like,
it's a very vain, competitive space, the beauty community.
Is like, who's the prettiest of them all?
Exactly. Who can do the best wing liner, honey, or who can, you know, who can, you know, do the best.
And then it's like, oh well, she came for me because I did how to contour first.
I know, I did that sunset eye first, honey. I invented the sunset eye.
I feel like the beauty community, there was a big boom within beauty because everyone didn't know these secrets about how to highlight and contour and stuff like that. And these people who were early adopters, I call them, they got all these subscribers because they were first to do it. But then now, there's no need to do how to contour on YouTube because you just type that in, it's already there.
Already there. So many videos.
Yeah. And so then it went through a phase of like, you know, like these makeup challenges. That was like a fun thing, like 100 layers of foundation and stuff like that. And that was like another like group that came and went. And
now the beauty community
it's saturated. Like if you're like a girl who loves makeup, do it because you love it.
Yeah.
Don't do it for the views and stuff like that. But like, do it because you love it.
Yeah, and then you'll gain your following based on, you know, them being able to see that you're doing what you love and your talent and all of that. Speaking of makeup, what are your favorite products that you're using nowadays?
Oh my God. Okay, I have a lot. Like they're in that white box somewhere. In there, it's just there's a lot. So I have a kit, and that's like for everyday Rich Luxe makeup. But then I have like another kit of just like my boy makeup. Then I have like another kit for like my little drag makeup. I love makeup. I just can't.
What's your favorite foundation that you're wearing right now?
Okay, so this one is foundation. I'm still doing the foundation thing, which is I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics concealer, but as foundation.
Yeah, you told
me
about that.
I'm doing that right now, and I'm totally obsessed with miniature makeup right now. Like, so whatever, I don't know why. Like, I love mini makeup, mini mascara, mini foundation, mini everything.
You need to get the Ipsy bag then. It's little trial size, little tester makeup every month.
Okay,
Have you had Ipsy before that? It's like $10.
I had Ipsy before, and I was like, I hate it so small.
Well, now you love it.
And now I love it so much. I want like Dior, Anastasia Beverly Hills, or Juvia's Place to all come out with miniature of everything. Like. Which I heard that miniature makeup is more expensive to make than the regular.
Oh, really? Well, you should just like live in the little like section at Sephora right before you check out. You know, the little area.
that lane that's me. Like I'm digging through there. I'm digging, and it's not because it's like it's cheaper, right?
Yeah.
But I just love the miniature stuff because I find I use it more.
Yeah. Well, also I mean like it's cheaper like to purchase it, but like the price per, like you were just saying, the price per like ounce, like if you do the value of it, it's really not a better value. But out of your pocket, it's a little bit cheaper.
How did you get started on YouTube?
Ah, okay.
Well, I look for this receipt.
So you guys, I got started on YouTube because I was managing restaurants at the time, and I was super unhappy doing what I was doing, and I was like super into makeup, like watching all the beauty gurus, watching all like the drama channels and stuff like that, and every time I would do my makeup, I would just sit there and like literally just like act like I was doing a makeup tutorial on YouTube, right? Just saying it to myself, right? And I'd just be like, you know, just like doing it and be like, oh, and I'm just gonna take this right on the lid here, and I was just doing the most right to myself. And so I was like, I'm gonna put this on YouTube. So I did.
You made the jump.
I did. I just uploaded videos, right? And I was doing makeup tutorials and reviews and like just purely makeup content for a while. And then honestly, I realized that if you just completely honest, it's a lot of editing work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And you do YouTubers that do it. It's hard to do it every day. And I found that what people liked from me was like my opinions and the gift of gab that I had. So I made one random drama video, and the one random drama video
got... Did you delete it?
No, it's still up there, girl. And it got more views than any video I'd ever done. And I was like, oh my God, I was like shook. I was like, oh my God, this video's taken off. So I realized people liked my opinions, and then I started like, it kind of rolled from there, right? So now I'm leaning more towards all drama commentary with little shopping vlogs and food reviews, you guys know.
Okay, so on my last video with you, remember I was trying to think of something. I said I just had it in my head, but slipped my mind. I wrote it down.
You wrote it down?
So later on that day, it came back to me. I wrote it down. Okay, so this makes no sense. But when I look at it, now it makes sense. So I feel like back in the day, like back when I talked about like Stone Age or whatever, people used to build like these statues to be remembered, right? For like a legacy or whatever. And so like I think YouTube can do that for you too. You're uploading these videos, and some of them will get a lot of views, a lot of attention. And so when we're no longer here, this video will be here forever. You know, and that's a way to like live on through the interwebs. You know, we don't really need a giant statue resurrected of Shelby or something. Like these videos are it alone. And I think that a lot of you know, and another way people do that is they have children, so their memory lives on forever through their kids and legacy. But I think YouTube is one of those things that I think of it a way that I can just like live forever through legacy, is like posting these videos.
As long as this platform exists, my videos will be here.
One into Twitter and Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, for sure.
And Twitch and all that stuff like that. So I think the internet is a new way for people to be mortified. I don't know that's the word.
I don't know that's the word.
Mortified,
I'm so bad at
or
words.
Like to live forever.
We're
to be immortal.
To be immortal. There you go. Okay.
Is one way. And so it's almost like the fountain of youth. We found it. Like just forever will be here.
That's deep.
But what do you think? What do you think about the Stone Age one, about the people getting kicked out of the tribe?
I think that
why it triggers so much anxiety.
I think that might be like a subconscious thing within us. I think that really it's like a fight or flight kind of a thing. You know, like fight or flight. Like, am I gonna fight for this? Am I gonna battle this back, or am I gonna like run and hide and like not face it and just like cancel myself? Right?
In reality, we don't have to do that.
Yeah,
like,
we don't
just keep going. Just literally keep going. Just keep doing you, because the only one who can cancel you is you.
And no one's kicking you out of the tribe.
Yeah.
No one's kicking you out of the tribe.
You know what? I have seen some people on YouTube do some pretty horrible things, and they still have diehard fans.
Exactly.
Still there.
Exactly.
Still hold on. I'm like, girl.
There's one right now.
Yeah.
Garbage. What are people calling her? Garbage Hanna. What are they calling her?
Garbage Hanna.
Garbage Hanna, or what? Somebody was calling her something really funny, and on the Twitch stream the other night.
She still had diehard fans.
She does, and they're like randomly in my little comment sections too. Girl, come on. There are a lot quieter now though. They're quieter because.
But give it to Gabbie she still keeps going. She still keeps going, but
she's like
she's another one. She keeps going.
Never dies.
Yeah, which to me is also kind of astonishing. Like she's not giving up. She's still gonna post. I'm interested to see what happens. I'm interested to see if this will make her more famous or will just be the end of her.
I want to see. I'm really interested to see how this
plays out. And this is like people watch. People watch drama because it is it's like when you see a car wreck, you stop and you watch it.
You want to
and so
see
you want to see this train wreck. Where's it gonna go? You know, and often because it takes you out of your day-to-day life routine, so you get into the drama and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe they're not friends anymore.
Exactly.
And so it's interesting, but I do think that people love drama. That's why people click on it, because it's that rubbernecking. Is that what they call it? I don't know if that's an offensive term. I don't know if that's offensive or not.
I don't know if it is either, but it's
like,
that thing where you're just like what happened over there?
You see the wreck.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you stop and you want to see, and so in this case, you stop and click.
And you want to see it all unfold.
And naturally, we are wired in our brains to go to the negative first.
Right.
As human beings, we are naturally wired to, you get 100 positive comments, you worry about that one negative one. And you yourself have to rewire your brain to not look for that negative, to not click on those videos.
Exactly. To absorb all of the good coming your way and all of the love and positivity.
Because it's easy to accept the negativity.
It is. And we all fall into it where we're like, amazing, we're getting all these comments, amazing video, you look great, thank you so much, love this so much, da, da, da. And then it's like, you're and you're just like, oh my god, they hate me. No, that one person is just being a little hater of the house, but then everybody else loves you, you know? But anyway, so last question. Okay. Let's talk sponsorships, affiliates, all of that. What advice do you have on?
It's one of the big deals is know your worth. You know, a lot of times I have accepted sponsorships that were horrible for me because I didn't know my worth. You know, like I'm a minority because I'm half Mexican, half Puerto Rican. I'm a little bit overweight. You know, so I fit like minority, overweight, gay. All the things I thought were negative were like a check to these brands that want to feel inclusive.
Right.
So they want people like me who are overweight, gay, and like stuff like that. Right. You know, because they get called out if all they have is this beautiful Caucasian women all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like for example, like your hair, your beautiful hair. Everyone tells you that this is an advantage for you.
Yeah.
Because of your hair.
Yeah.
You know, or like you can just use what you don't like about yourself as an advantage, you know, and so
size,
and so basically, if you get lowballed, you know, you can present that. Well, look, I'm this, and I can make your brand seem more inclusive, or that is more inclusive and stuff like that. So that's one is about sponsorships. Is just like know your worth.
So this happens all the time. Happens to me. It happens to so many small creators. Brands are reaching out to me. They're like, hey, you know, like I just want to send you this thing the one time. Just do a dedicated video for us. We're going to send you the product. And then if you do well with this dedicated video on this eyeshadow palette or whatever, then maybe in the future we'll do it.
I mean, like I said, if you do a dedicated video over a sewing kit, it's not gonna get that many views a house, girl. Okay, it's just not. But if you put it into like your vlog or your Hot Topics video, it will get views. So you have to present it that way too. But if they just want dedicated videos typically cost more than if you were including something else.
Interesting.
Because you have to have what they call a rate sheet. So a rate sheet would be like, okay, so it's this much for a Twitter mention, you know, and you have to say, full disclosure, this is an ad. You have to let them know that. Like, you're not playing this game where you're not, like, you're being sneaky snake and not saying this is an ad, or it is an affiliate link, or it's two different things. But you have to just say, yes, with full disclosure that this is an ad, it's this much for Twitter, this much for Instagram, this much for Snapchat, this much for YouTube, this much for TikTok, and you let them, like, pick a la carte what they want, or they can just, like,
do like a
bundle, and you can kind of, like, do that. So it's great to know your ratio, as in like where do you get the most engagement and stuff like that, you know? And then so a lot of the times brands would say, okay, great, mention us, but please mention us within 1 to 2 minutes of your video when it starts. So when the video starts, you have 1 or 2 minutes to mention it, and then you can go on about anything. About anything else, you know. And so you just have to know and you make those rate sheets up.
Right.
Yeah, you set your own price. You're your own boss.
Right.
And a lot of times they're gonna say no, but that's a great opportunity to kind of work with like, okay, what are you comfortable with? Then we can go from there, because I am negotiable.
Exactly.
You kind of go like that, unless you just know you're like, nope, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
You can do that there
and
too.
there's a lot of negotiating, and sometimes I can say this, I've only had a handful of sponsorships and that kind of a thing already, but there's so much negotiating. Like, I think that the last one that I did, I mean, I've negotiating back and forth for at least a month before we even like agreed on anything, because you know, you want to make sure that you're getting this, and they're gonna hit you back with this offer, and then you're like, well, no, I'm really going for this, but let me work with you on that.
And a lot of times, like, I'll get emails, and like I'll just reply something so rude and so stupid because it's such a weird response. You know, I'll be like, how much you pay? Like stuff like that, because I know like they're just like fake, or it's like spam or something. But at the same time, you do have to be careful what you're taking in as a sponsor.
Right.
So I'll tell brands one day, like, well, send it to me first, and if I like it, then we'll talk.
Right, exactly.
You know, because I want to make sure for myself this isn't some hokey pokey made in China, things gonna fall apart or something like that.
I've actually had that happen to me already. It was a really awkward situation, because I said I was going to do the video, and they sent me the product. I'm not going to talk about who it is or whatever. And it was just, I ended up not liking it, and it was just kind of like one of those things where I was like, I had to email them and be like, hey, like,
I tried it. It didn't work out for me, girl.
Like, I can send it back to you if you want me to, or whatever you want me to do, but it's not going to work out, you know, so. But you want to do things that align with yourself, right?
And then like, also show, like, do your research too on the brand. At least some type of like, is this a reputable brand? You can read their reviews online and see what people are saying about it.
Or like, I don't even know if you get these anymore, but like, those Amazon ones, they're like
all the time, girl. They want me to promote this one hair dryer.
They're like, I will. What they do with me is they're like, I'll send you the money for the product first.
No, they'll be like, can you promote the Emax 4000? I'll send you the money, and then leave us a positive review, and then also promote it on your YouTube channel. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, but they don't even say your name. They're not like, hey, like, dear Shelby, or hi Shelby, love your content. They're just like, hi creator, or like, hi you.
Hi creator 1400.
You couldn't even take the time out to find out my name for my YouTube channel. Just hi creator, or hi
like
you.
a bot or something.
Yeah, or hi lovely.
And so
whatever.
honestly, what you do is when they give you that link, when people click on that link, it's benefiting them more than you.
Yeah,
because they're getting it's
I avoid those, honestly.
Yeah, I do those
Amazon.
too.
I think that's all the questions that I have for Rich.
If you guys want any more questions,
please let us know. We can make this is gonna have more parts to the series than Gabbie Hanna's series.
Oh my god,
can you imagine? Anyway, if you guys like Rich, I'm sure you already know who he is. If you've wandered down this path to the internet to find me before you found him, you've made a wrong turn somewhere.
Oh my god.
But thank you so much for being here anyway.
There's gonna be people like, I hate Rich.
Look.
Why do you bring her on there?
Leave all the hate comments you want for either one of us in the comments down below. We love the engagement. So.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, if you like today's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all the future videos when they post. And you can follow me on all my social media at Beauty by ShelbyE. That's ShelBye, Beauty by Shelby. I'll leave that right up there on the screen for you so you can see it. And if you're enjoying the Beauty by Shelby vibes and want to see more, YouTube should be suggesting a couple videos down here for you to choose from. So I'd love it if you did that. But if you're just here to see Rich looks, then me too. So thank you so much for your review anyway. I love you so. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says,